Making a Cube with Miss Laura. Today, boys and girls, Miss Laura is going to show us how to make a cube. First, you take a piece of paper, fold it once, fold it twice. You're going to need paper, a scissors, tape or glue, and a pencil or a couple of crayons. Then, you fold the paper once, push it down so the crease is nice and solid. Then, you fold it again. So basically, you're going to have 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. Then undo the paper, boys and girls, and you're going to see that you have 12 little squares. Count them up to make sure. There should be 12. Now, take your crayon or a pencil if you have it, that's fine, and draw a line on the crease. You're going to make it so it looks like a little T. See what Miss Laura has done so far? It's starting to look like you're drawing a lowercase letter T. Now again, if you only have a pencil, that's fine too. But if you have a black and red crayon, that really helps you fold it and cut it later. Now, after you've drawn on the creases, take your red crayon and draw some lines outside the black lines. Put a little diagonal line in there too. The red lines are where you're going to cut the cube. The red lines are for cutting. Again, you're doing almost the same thing you did with the black lines. You're going on the outside of them. Make sure you make your little diagonal lines. This is where you're going to cut really carefully with your scissors. There we go. Again, it looks like a lowercase letter T. Now, take your scissors and very carefully cut the red lines. Not the black lines, the red lines. And cut that little diagonal line too. This is going to help you fold your paper and glue it into a cube, a 6-sided solid shape. Now, Miss Laura is an expert scissor cutter. So when you do it, take your time, get some help if you need it, that's fine. Go very carefully, cut over the red lines, all the red lines. Miss Laura is almost done. Yep, that looks like a lowercase t all right. She's very carefully cutting it out and cutting the diagonal lines. Now comes the fun part. You get to fold it and glue it or tape it into a cube. Fold the pieces over so the creases are nice and folded. Can you see how it's starting to look a little bit like a cube? Can you imagine all the sides put together? Now, take your sides and fold them on the black lines. Fold on the black lines. You can see a little bit of the red still, but you're folding on the black lines. Fold down each one of them very carefully, girls and boys. Then, after you fold them all down, you get your glue or your tape, and very carefully you're going to put some glue on each of the folded pieces of paper. Now, you don't have to do it all at once, like Miss Laura is doing, but she decided she's going to put glue on all of the folds to begin with. Get a good amount of glue on there, boys and girls. You want to make sure your cube holds when you put it together. Putting a little more glue on the folds. And again, you can use tape. You can use regular glue also. You don't have to use a glue stick. It just might be a little longer for it to stick together. Oh, now she noticed something. She's going to have to fold it here, so it's going to need 2 more little cuts, 1 on each side. Don't cut too much, just a little bit there and a little bit there, right on the crease. That way she can fold it. Oh, I can see the cube taking shape. I see the 6 sides of the cube. Now you glue it on the folded parts. Again, you put glue on the folded parts, and now you're gluing the folding parts together. You might have to hold them or pinch them together for a few minutes. Maybe count to 10. Make sure you have enough glue on there. If you don't, just go back and put a little bit more glue on. Look at that, boys and girls. It's really starting to look like a cube. Just one more piece needs to be folded down. Now see, Miss Laura's putting a little more glue on there. Gotta have enough glue to hold everything together. It's like we're putting the lid on it. Fold the lid down. Glue the folded pieces together. This might be a little tricky, boys and girls, but remember, don't give up. Keep trying. You'll get it. And there you go. You now have this cube, a 6-sided, a 6-faced solid shape. Now, if you want to do another one, or if you want to do this before you begin, you can take your paper after you cut it, and you can do some designs on it. You could write the word cube, C-U-B-E. You could even write down how many faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Remember, there are 6 faces on a cube, boys and girls. There you have it. Hope you had fun, guys. There's our 6-sided or 6-faced figure.